What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So, Superman, haven't drawn him in a while. Profile side view, laser eyes, looking all intense, looking down and serious, like he's done some damage. I'm on a landscape page, use a pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. We're in profile, I like to start with the nose, standard comic book pointy nose. So we do this sort of letter L, right? So we go down, and we're going real pointy with this one. So it goes in here, right? So you got this letter L thing going on, right? And then you could add a nostril just on the side here, right? So very pointy nose. So we'll go up here, right? And we'll turn this into a Z sort of shape here for the brow, okay? And if you know where his brow is, you know where the eyebrow will be, just across from it, right? So the eyebrow for this eye. So we'll just take a line, right? Going this way. And this will come right past his eye here. So it's like a heavy frown eyebrow. Very thin. And then you can add like some sort of frown line going that way. Right, sort of like that. So then his eye is lasered up, right? So underneath that eyebrow, what we're going to do, yeah, we'll go like eye, so just underneath his nostril. So the eye will start sort of, the sort of tear duct area will be like in line with his nostril there. So we're going to go down this way, right? And then this will go back here and then up like so. And this eye will be all sort of glowing, right? And it'll have like fire coming out of it. So you might have an eyelid line there. Okay. And then this comes down the back. And there's just like fire coming out, like a line of it. And you can go back as far as you want. You can stop it being, it could be small, you know, or you can go like real stringy and long. So I'm going to go long. So that's kind of the way it is in the picture. And we'll just have it real thin. Okay, that kind of a thing. Right. So we'll go down now back to the nose and do the mouth, right? So coming out from the tip of his nose, right? So we've got his top lip sort of coming out, say here in the center part. Comes out, curving line like so. And the top lip will go sort of like a letter M, okay? Down, out, and in. So you got this letter M sort of shape here. You can do it pointy or curved once you get that kind of M shape going that way. And then it'll come out for his chin. So real defined features now. So real square chin here. And then this will just go back up for his jaw. So in the middle of this letter M, the mouth comes, right? So we want him looking like sort of serious and sort of, you know, unimpressed, right? So this will curve down, right? Not real sad, but like just like curving down like this kind of thing, like just sort of intense looking. And the more you go down there, like the more intense he'll look. And then sometimes like a bit of a shadow, like underneath the bottom lip could be a thing. And like his cheek would be there, and his cheekbone would come in like here. Okay, so real chiseled comic book sort of features. So, and proportion wise of things like, say like top of the brow here, right? So this space to the bottom of his nose is about the same as the bottom of the nose to the chin there, to that point, right? So this and this are about the same, right? Roughly to the bottom, like the bottom of his nostril to the top of his eyebrow here. And that are about the same. And then bottom of the nose to the bottom lip is about the same as bottom lip to chin, right? So that's about halfway between here and here. And this is about halfway between here and this point, right? So that and that are about the same, okay? So we can go for his jaw. And we're going real strong jaw now, just like a straight line. And then about nose level, say across from the nose, this will curve sharply and then up to his ear. Okay, so there. And then notice the line for where the jaw meets the ear. It's just like across from his eye here. So the forehead then on the other side just curves around like so. And then his earlobe and his ear just here, curving around like this. And you could meet some like sideburn sort of lines here. And this starts to go up the side of his head then, just underneath that fire. And it'll join back with this stuff, right? So you've got like V sort of shapes for his hairline, like this kind of a thing. You can go as exaggerated as you want, or as small as you'd like. Okay, so then lines inside the ear. So this kind of a sort of shape on the outside. Like his earlobe there. That kind of a thing. And then the rest of his hair. So it's done in like real comic book sort of style, right? So we got like bits of hair here flowing sort of. It's kind of like a looser hairstyle. So all these sort of spikes and lines and textures and stuff on his hair, you know, like, and then going out this way. Right, so I'm like sticking out here real. Some individual strands of hair. And then just going back this way then. So we've got like some spikes going up. Back behind his head. And then like some drawn in like in here as well. Like some coming up here. And then it keeps going back, spiking up, back his head. All the way down to the back of his neck, right? And there'll be texture and stuff on the inside. And just go down the nape of his neck, sort of thing, down here. Like across, and then just like back up in behind his ear. And then you'll add your textures. Like so. Okay, right, so he's got a big, like, strong back of his neck here. The front of his neck will be all the way here. Okay, so then we have like a neck muscle just going that way. I suppose another one should be sort of maybe Adam's apple-ish, sort of there. Maybe have more sort of necklines just going up around real big there. So the body position, we're in 3/4. So like the center line for his chest is like this broken sort of line here, right? So your neck muscles always go into your collarbone. So the collarbone will come and it'll be like the top of his chest as well. You go this way, right? And the other one pretty much will go this way. Okay. So his cape sort of seems to clip in here. And this is like a big flowing sort of thing. Going this way. And this will like eventually go down behind like his shoulder, which is here. So he's a big shoulder here, right? And a bit more neck there, like his trapezius. And there's all these like elaborate kind of suit lines and stuff. Some of them are like glowing orange. It's kind of cool. So it's like he's like on fire a little bit. So these all just flow down behind his shoulder. Okay. Okay. So front of his chest will come down this way, and real sort of classic Superman kind of chest, real big, down, it goes in and up towards the center there, and the other one comes down up to there, and you'll have like some, you know, like some muscle lines stretching across his pectoral that way. And then again, there's like more of these like broken sort of lines that are kind of glowing orange on the inside of them. There's all these gaps and they kind of glow orange, which is kind of cool. So shoulder, we can just see a little bit sticking out here, right? and then the other side of his neck and sort of cape, right? So like trapezius muscle there, that's this muscle on the other side, and then some red cape just coming down this way. So his big shoulder, crazy big sort of shoulder here, right? It's kind of like a love heart kind of shape. And they have drawn in deltoid muscles. I assume they're deltoid muscles. They look like deltoid muscles. Just coming in around here. Okay, so crazy big shoulder. Like top of his chest there. And his cape just this way. Like another glowing sort of red line here. So his tricep sticks out and in. Just comes down that way. And then the bicep, the big, coming out here. Like another bicep section that's like here. Maybe like a vein or something running down that way. So we should see like a little bit of abdominal stuff, but not like little oblique muscles, sort of letter Y's. There. And then just the rest of his body goes off down that way. So that's our main shape for the boy wonder. So we got to do the S symbol now. So this is tricky enough because he's in 3/4 pose, right? And then we'll add like his collar to his neck and all that. Well, maybe I'll do the collar. I'll do the collar first. So it comes out from behind his hair, down, in. Like so. Yeah, like another neckline just there. And I think this collar, so we'll go like down and around his Adam's apple. And then there's like another detail line here. And it has a little bit of a golden section. Okay, so that is, right? So we got like a little arrow corner here. This will follow the shape for his chest down to the middle of his ab, down there. And then this will curve back around his chest on the other side. So it just becomes that sort of a line for his chest here. And then it runs along the top. Okay. So the S is tricky. So it goes down, across, then around here. Like so, right? And it doesn't complete. So what it does is it curves around the front of that S, and then you just have the triangle here. And then the back of it goes this way. And then imagine it keeps going, but you leave a gap. And then it goes. You could draw it the whole shape in if you wanted. You know, that whole curve, and then erase it afterwards. If you wanted, if that's easier. Right? And then we just have to add the rest of the spaces in around the edge. Like so. And then we may give a little bit of a three-dimensional edge to this. like that kind of thing. You're just sort of following around the edge of things, making them a little bit 3D. Like that. A bit of hatching maybe on the bottom of his chest. And then, if you want like more of those laser eye lines, maybe some like fire in the background. It's always a good shape for a fire. So it's like he's like he's done some stuff. Have yet to see like a really good adaptation of Superman, I think, in the movies. Would like to see it. Get on that, Hollywood. So that's his cape. You could like bring it the whole way down his back, but it kind of just flows down that way. And that's it. Superman. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.